We can spot feds a mile away, buddy. Nice try.
Hello everybody who does come into the stream. I am doing a debate night with the one and only Spook and Jukes. I appreciate you guys for coming in here.
In March, I stopped drinking soda.
We are gonna be debating about adding
I respect that, but
on if
Dead
by Daylight should add the proximity chat.
Water, but if I crave a little bit
So,
of carbonation, I'll just crack one of these baby sodas.
This is what we're gonna be discussing.
I'm really not a fan of it either,
At
but
the
every once in a
moment,
while,
I'm gonna let you
I used
guys
to love
watch my salt reviews. I am gonna have it on mute though, so it is gonna play in the background
Since I stopped drinking it, I feel like way
and stuff. So, I apologize. This was back when I had
yeah, I mean, I've always
very
liked
good
water.
quality,
I
I
drink
guess
more
you
water
could
than
say, for my
I still
videos.
used to drink,
So we're gonna
like,
keep it like
sodas,
that.
like with meals, especially going out to eat. I would just like drink soda. I'm trying to not do that anymore. That H2O. I do drink liquid deaths though.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Exactly, but
also
they have
be
some
able
really good ones. They
to
liquid death
have it
beverages that are
on
like actually healthy, and then they have liquid death sodas that actually taste like soda even though they're healthy. It's insane.
I'm gonna be able to
Like,
make
if
it
you
so
drink,
that way
go
you
to the
guys
store
also
and get
hear
Dr.
spooks,
Death,
if that is
it
a-okay with
actually
you
tastes
guys.
really close to Dr. Pepper, but it's just water.
well, I wouldn't want to get that because Dr. Pepper's kind of.
So at the moment I have
They
my
have colas,
compilation
Sprite
and
ones.
stuff
They have orange soda.
with
You know,
my
to match the
older
whole redhead
models
thing
and
you got
stuff
going
like that and everything.
Yeah, you
So
know all about that.
please enjoy the wonderful compilations and stuff like that.
What's the play here, Remy? You think I
Spooks
should've
should
gone for the
be
save, or do you think I
calling
should just
me
fucking slap
in
this guy
about
or
5
something?
minutes for the debate. So I hope you guys are ready. If you guys want to help me with bringing anything up,
He probably
please
won't,
feel
though.
free to help me and bring it up. For this, like I said, the debate is specifically going to be about adding proximity chat into Dead by Daylight. Personally, I do not think it should be
Yeah,
in Dead by Daylight.
He's not getting anybody.
But
Well, now you can report him. because
yeah,
he's drunk.
I personally do not think it should be in Dead by Daylight, but that's just my take. You guys can have whatever takes you guys want onto it, but yeah.
Get the gates. Why are they
so-
healing? Just get the gates.
At the moment, we are just waiting on Spooks to
Just
give me a
get the
call,
gates.
and we will continue with the debate. So
Get it.
give us a minute while I wait on the call.
You, because you're about to go down. Because you're shut.
Give me a juice in though. Just
That's a line, buddy. You better go in 3, 2, 1, and you're dead. And if he had the thing unlocked, he'd be dead. Oh, nice.
it's okay. I'm usually the hero of the team, so it's fine if I die.
I
I'm used to
also
saving the day.
wanna make sure I have.
I just wanna see a hot
make
girl
sure
fucking Bubba against the door. What is wrong
I
with you?
got cancellations off.
What is wrong with you, chat, bro? What have you done to me?
Wait. I don't see that in chat. Where is that?
I think it should be this
Oh,
one,
is that Penny?
right? I think it's
What's wrong with
this.
your chat?
No, it's not
Oh,
that.
Penny's just Penny.
It's
Penny's
turn
Out of all
on.
the options,
Right?
fucking Bubba?
I think it's that. Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
We're not looking
Perfect.
at Huntress or anything like that. No, we're just
Cool.
automatically
Perfect.
Bubba's
So, yeah.
Bubba's kind of built like that. Though.
That guy's ugly as fuck. He's so.
For those that
I mean,
want to
listen, it's not always about the appearance. Like he might just be, you know,
Okay, but
he's.
probably stinks
I bet
like
he's got
shit.
great stamina.
He probably stinks like rancid shit. Let's be so real.
Okay, most of the killers in this game probably smell like rancid shit.
Yeah, but it'd be worth it for some of them.
But yeah, if you guys want to help me like bring up
Penny
any
also has the
points
hots
and
for
stuff like
plagues,
that, you can.
Also,
This is a nice fun debate.
I
Like I
agree.
said, we are gonna be debating specifically on
Disgusting.
you're the type of guy to
if
get pissed on in bed.
proximity chat
What?
should be in Dead by Daylight and stuff like that. So
Where
yeah,
did that come from?
like I said, we're just waiting
Okay,
on.
we got a 3 out because of me, by the way.
We're just waiting
Just
on the
built
call.
different, I guess.
So please enjoy the wonderful compilation of my salt and stuff
Yeah,
that I
whenever,
have
whenever Rapid
gotten over
comes in
the
call, I
years
just,
of
lean
being
forward in
a
my chair and I
WWE
gotta
content
lock it in.
creator.
Oh,
In the
there's a
meantime,
brand
I'm
new player.
gonna
Who
wait
made
for
this
the call.
brand new player? Oh wait, look, Lorecroft Prestige 67. It was fate.
Oh,
Holy shit.
get me out of here.
67.
Okay,
Oh
it's
my
basically time for
God.
debate, so I'm gonna let your goofy ass go now.
Alright,
So-
alright. Take what you learned. Don't get emotional like you did with me.
I fucking wait. Oh, I just saw your DM.
Don't get emotional this time, buddy.
Fuck you, bye. All right, it is about that time. Hi, Yer. Let's go over here. And all right, the debates are beginning. I believe we are ready for number 1 here, if I'm not mistaken. I believe the first topic is voice chat. Let's go ahead and give it a ring here. Hello? Hello?
Hello, hello. Hi, Spooks. Hello, hello.
Hello, how's it going?
It's doing good. How are you? It's doing good.
I am
How
fantastic. Just getting some text so that people can know the topic if they're just coming in.
Mhm.
I think I might just turn you down slightly.
I'm so sorry if I am loud.
Oh,
I apologize.
No, it's not your fault. Discord's audio is like just all over the place. I think you're good now. Can you just like say a couple words?
Hello, hello.
That's much better. Awesome.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So yeah, feel free to introduce yourself if you have like a Twitch channel or YouTube channel you want to plug. Feel free. I have no issue with that. And then let me just remind me and everybody what we're debating, and then we can hop into it.
Right. So my name, I go by Suki Megami on Twitch. I have rated out to you before, and it was a pleasure rating out to you before as well. I am a Moon Goddess VTuber and stuff like that. I love making Dead by Daylight content and stuff. I try to have a lot of fun and stuff with Dead by Daylight. Obviously, I get a lot of salt. I get pissy at the game, which is fine. I mean, it's no big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much what I am. I am a Dead by Daylight content creator. I also do stream other variety of games and such like that, but it's mostly Dead by Daylight.
Nice. Hell yeah. So what are we debating today? If I'm not mistaken, it was voice chat.
Yes, it was the adding proximity chat.
Okay, one sec. Okay. All right. I am very, very pro proxy chat and DBD. So much so that if I could add one thing to Dead by Daylight, like above anything else, it would probably be proxy chat.
Right.
That is how pro proxy chat I am. So let me know why you disagree.
Well, at first I thought of it seems like a really good thing because you would be able to talk to your teammates and like discuss where the killer is and stuff like that, and you wouldn't have to rely on things such as Discord and such. But when I started thinking about it, I started thinking like the community for DBD can be a little toxic, so much so to the point where it can be a little chaotic and a very little hectic. And I feel like the proximity chat would probably end up being like, I wouldn't really call it a flop per se, but I just genuinely think it's gonna be a major problem.
My biggest argument to that is that any game that has voice chat or proximity chat,
Yeah.
always has the option to toggle it on and off.
Yeah.
So if people don't want to deal with the potential toxicity that may occur, then they never have to. It's not like they're forced to use the voice chat. And then
Right.
everybody else who wants the voice chat could have it on. And then I feel like that would be, I mean, to me, that's why I don't see why. Yeah, it's going to be toxic. I mean, people are toxic already in endgame chat and
Yeah.
toxic on Steam comments and toxic in all kinds of different ways. People find ways to be toxic no matter what in that regard. Even like if you play on console, you get messages but all that stuff you can turn off, right? Like endgame chat,
Exactly.
endgame chat, you can turn it off.
Yeah.
Messages on console, you can turn it off. If you
Yes.
had proxy chat, you could turn it off. So to me, I don't see why proxy chat would be treated differently than any other form of communication within the
Yeah.
game.
I just think that it would be like so hectic and like I don't know if you would like take proximity chat to like their DBD events, such as like the 2v8 for example. You would be hearing multiple voices all at the same time because obviously all the survivors are all scattered around, probably all near each other and stuff like that. And it would get very overwhelming to a lot of people, I would think, and it would I just think it would be very chaotic, especially
Right.
if they put it in like 2v8, for example.
See, me personally, I think proximity chat in 2v8 would be hilarious. I think if
Yeah.
I think if it's not proximity and you could hear everybody at all times, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
But again, if you're somebody who would be overwhelmed or overstimulated by that, then you could just turn it off. So I don't
Yeah.
see
Moon
why
underscore the
why have
underscore
it not be in the
psychopath
game
just
completely
redeemed
when there's
first.
a lot of people who would have fun with it or could benefit from it.
Right. I just think that, like I said, it's gonna turn extremely chaotic and very hectic, and a lot of
Right, but
like
some people like that. But some people like that though. Some people
yeah,
like chaos and it's funny. It would be a lot of good opportunities for content creators. It would be so much funny content that could be made out of it. So
yeah,
many funny moments. And if it's too chaotic for people, again, just turn it off.
yeah, exactly. I would like probably like if they added proximity chat, give the players the option to like turn it off or like have the option to like if somebody was being extremely toxic or extremely mean and horrendous to other teammates, especially if you're playing solo queue, right? And if somebody was being extremely mean, like I said, have a way to like block them from voice chat to make it so you don't hear them specifically, or make it to where like they wouldn't have access to the proximity chat feature if it was a thing.
Well, so two things there. Most games with proxy chat that show where you pause the game, you see all the players in the lobby. Most of the time,
Yeah.
if there's proxy chat, you can right click or click on the player's name and mute them, or that's almost always an option. And I imagine if proxy chat wasn't DVD, that would be an option, 100%. And secondly, if there was somebody who was being incredibly toxic or saying awful things,
Right.
you would just report them and they would most likely get banned. If people are overly toxic in other games of voice chat, they often get banned. Games like Call of Duty, games like Rocket League, games like
Yeah, because that's kind of the.
games...
I apologize
Yeah.
for interrupting you, but that's kind of the point
Yeah,
I
so-
wanted to bring up because, like,
Well, yeah,
the-
I mean, I don't think voice chat should just be implemented and then just like
yeah,
unmoderated, but that's unrealistic because any game with any large game with a large player base and a lot of support, which Dead by Daylight does have a lot of developer support, any game like that is going to have a moderated communication system. So the voice chat would be moderated, and again, there would be a lot of customization options, whether you could turn it off on its own or you could mute individual players. Like that would 100% be enough. So if anything, again, that's just more of an argument for me to say voice chat would be a good thing, because if it's just bare bones and you can't do any of that stuff, yeah, I would be against it, but that would never happen because no game adds voice chat without all of these customization options.
yeah.
So,
Because, like I said, I think that, like, if proximity chat was in Dead by Daylight, I feel as though they would have to add a feature to where, like, okay, so, because I know younger audiences do play DBD, like anybody under the age of 18. But, anybody over the age of 13 do play Dead by Daylight, and that's fine. That's fine. Let them do what they want. But I feel like it can be very I don't want to say targeted, but like I feel as though it would be, what's the kind of word I'm looking for here? Like, if you, let's just say a teenager was in a lobby full of adults and they were playing DBD. It would be very, I would say it wouldn't feel okay to me. Like, I mean, it would be okay, but I feel like it wouldn't be okay. If that makes any sense.
Well, my argument there is that we have voice chat in Fortnite.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, there's voice chat in Roblox as well. So these are games that are almost exclusively like a very high number of underage, like under 18 players.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight is a rated M game that is meant for adults, and if parents are letting their kids play this rated M adult murder game, then that's going to be the risk. If it had voice chat, yeah, you are going to be communicating with other adults. But again, voice chat already exists, and kids, I mean, the same amount of kids, if not more. I would say more under 18 people play Call of Duty than play Dead by Daylight. 1,000,000%. Like, Call of Duty is incredibly popular with teenagers, and that also has voice chat. So I don't think that's a good argument for there to not be voice chat when it exists in all of these other games, even those that are catered to like audiences like teenagers or whatever. So I think a game that's specifically made for adults should definitely have voice chat.
Yeah. So like something I wrote down as well is like people who are 18 and above should be the only ones to have access to the proximity chat. I'm not saying to not let the teenagers who play Dead by Daylight have access to proximity chat. I just feel like it might be a little better for adults to have access to the proximity chat.
I mean, you can try to implement stuff like that, but it's people make accounts and people lie about their age. It wouldn't really be very effective. I mean, no one's gonna log on to a game like that. I mean, and say that they're a minor. So again, you could try to do that, but if their parents already don't care about what game they're playing, then they're also not going to care about them like making an adult account so that they can play and have access to all the features.
Right, and
so I'm not. Go ahead.
And the other thing that would probably like bother some people is like the safety around it. Like, so like some people could probably act like creeps. Like, we don't know these people that we're playing. I mean, unless we're playing with our friends and stuff, then that's totally different. But if you were like playing solo queue, as I've said before, and you have proximity chat, you don't know these people that you're playing with, and so for all I know, you could be playing with somebody that's a creep or disturbing or anything like that. And it could be I don't know if I want to say like a turn off about that, but like you kind of I think you get what I mean when I say that, I think.
So what I would say is that's not any different than voice chat being in any other game ever. And if you are somebody who has these concerns, all you have to do is turn it off.
Yeah.
Because I care more about the fun interactions that I'm going to have and like the fun content that I could, make, and the fun interactions with my friends I could have, more so than I care about the lesser interactions that I'm going to have that are going to be unfortunate, where I can easily handle those situations. If someone's being creepy or being rude, it's instantly muted, it's instantly reported, it's over in 2 seconds, and then I can continue enjoying all of the fun aspects of it, rather than letting the possibility of those things happening ruin the whole thing altogether and exclude it from being added. Because again, those situations can easily be handled and be handled quickly, and then you just move on, as opposed to just being like, well, that might happen, so let's just not do it at all. I think
right.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
I want to kind of bring this up for what somebody said in your chat. How would you feel like should a non-players be auto muted for using from using the proximity chat?
I mean, yeah, I already firmly believe that
Yeah.
anonymous players should not be allowed to even use endgame chat, and they shouldn't be allowed to look at other people's profiles either. I think that
Right.
anonymous players should be limited in that sort of thing. If you just want to be anonymous and play the game, then be anonymous and play the game, but then you shouldn't be able to communicate with people, and you shouldn't be able to like also look at other people's profiles.
Yeah.
That's what I
So
think.
they shouldn't use proximity chat as well, right? Is what I'm probably getting at.
Oh, I
as
agree.
well.
Yeah, I would be 100% on board with that. Yeah, I think if there's voice chat, don't let anonymous players use it. Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
I genuinely would agree with you. I don't think non-players should use proximity chat at all because some.
I mean, the only thing I could think of though is like
Yeah.
I know that women especially when like in games with voice chat they there's like a lot of people that can be weird towards women in video games. So
Yeah.
that's the only exception is like if women want to be able to talk like in game and they don't want people going to their profiles or like trying to be weird and like go find their social media and trying to do all that stuff. Like I can understand that like women wanting to be anonymous but also being able to enjoy the voice chat features. So that's kind of the only thing where I'm like maybe anonymous players I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about that one just for that one reason, but
Yeah, because
yeah.
like I've seen videos on it, not specifically of Dead by Daylight, but like other games that have proximity chat or chat features such as that, and they like freak the fuck out that it's a girl. I'm not sure if it's real or not, or if it's just rage bait, but like
No, it definitely
I
happens.
just
It definitely
feel
happens.
iffy about it, because like the other thing that would also turn me off is like, what if it's a streamer? I'm not saying all streamers go in anonymous mode or like just like how you do with like changing your name and stuff like that, which is fine. But if that streamer was like someone who shows their face or like how I am as a VTuber, they I feel like they would just go to your stream and like talk, like not just talk shit to you in game, but they would also talk shit to you in your stream as well, which would be really a problem.
What I would say about that though is that that's not going to be something that voice chat affects. If somebody is that type of a person and they see you in game and they know that you're a streamer
Yeah.
and they want to make you feel bad or want to shit on you, people already do that all the time in DBD, and voice chat being in or not is not going to affect that. Like people are going to go to your stream and shit talk you either way in this community.
Yeah.
Like it happens nonstop, and I promise you that voice chat would not increase that number. It would
Yeah.
just be the same. If anything, it might help. Maybe they'll get maybe they'll just say all this shit they wanted to say in voice chat, and then they won't even bother coming to your stream, and it'll save. Then you won't have to worry about the harassment of them
Yeah.
sniping over and over again.
Correct.
Maybe it'll actually be a good thing. I don't know.
Correct. I think that would make it so that way they don't go directly into your stream and talk all this shit. Because this is something I have dealt with a couple days ago actually was I went up against a streamer and they were it's during this 2v8 that I had, and they were being so rude, and I don't know what I did, but all I went to say before the match even started was good luck, have fun, I'm one of your killers. That was it. And I came back in to notice I was banned and shit, and they were talking such like they were being so god awfully rude about it, and went on about it for like almost a full hour. And I don't think people like that should have the option to have proximity chat, honestly.
I mean, what I would say is I think that those people exist in the community and they suck. I think that I think that they should have the opportunity to have voice chat though, and I think that again, I think that would be a good thing because if they start going off the wall and saying some shit in voice chat, all that's going to do is speed run them getting banned, and then nobody will ever have to deal with them ever. Because if they just sit and talk shit on their stream about people, they're way less likely to be removed from the community altogether. If they're talking mad shit in game and get reported for it, then they're going to get banned and they're not going to be able to even play the game anymore, and then they're going to be purged from the community, which I think would be a much better thing.
Yeah, but that wouldn't that also like slow down like behavior, getting rid of like other issues such as like cheaters and stuff like that?
I don't think that it's all handled the same. I think that anti-cheat and like, I mean, I'm not a game developer. I don't work for behavior, so I don't know how many people they have working on that kind of stuff. But
Right.
I mean, these people are all getting reported anyway. But the more serious the offense is, the more seriously they're able to handle the situation. And if someone's like in your situation, you had somebody talking shit on their stream about you for an hour.
Yeah.
If you were to try to report them and get them banned, it's going to be a lot harder for behavior to even look at that case or take it seriously because they're not doing anything in the game. Whereas if you had an actual good example of them doing that same thing, but in the game, breaking the game's rules, it would be a much quicker, swifter ban that would actually save them a lot of time instead of, trying to like look through VODs or trying to find a reason.
Yeah.
I think, again, I think it's a net positive.
Yeah. I see how it would be a positive. It's just I feel as though having the proximity chat would almost cause just a tiny bit more problems than it would being a good thing. In honest,
I disagree. I don't think so. I think it would create way more good things, but
right.
it would increase the toxicity slightly. Yes, it would probably.
Yeah.
But I think that again, with all of the options to turn it off, to mute, to report, to all those things, I think all of the net positives from adding it outweigh the small amount of toxicity that it would increase.
So
and
then
I think if you're gonna weigh the good and the bad, I think you roll with the good.
So then would they like so how they have the report feature for Dead by Daylight already, would they have to update it again to like have one specifically for voice chat? Or would it be something that's kind of like in the settings? I don't know how to like describe it.
Again, I'm not a game developer, so
Oh
I
no
don't
no
know the
no.
logistics. I mean, maybe it would be the same report. Maybe they would just maybe they would just be more specific about the definitions. I don't know, but obviously before they were to add it, they would have all that stuff fine-tuned. There's zero chance they would add voice chat without having these systems in place. So
Right.
whatever they do as a game developer, I trust that it would be the report system would be fine enough. Like the
Right.
one is now. So that's the way I look at it.
Right. And I understand how that would probably work. It's just like the stuff I mentioned before. I just feel like it would be very hectic, and especially with how like depending on if they're gonna put it into like their like silly little game modes like 2v8 and stuff like that, it's gonna get very stressful, very, how should I put it, like
overstimulating.
Yes, stressful and overstimulating. Right. Correct.
And what I'm saying is I don't think that your feelings about that are invalid. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is that that's not the feelings of everybody.
Yeah.
So if you are somebody who has those feelings, you already have the option.
Mm-hmm.
You will have the option to turn it off, or maybe just mute some of the if like a couple people are being really loud, obnoxious, you take 2 seconds to just pause and mute them, and then boom, it becomes way less overstimulating. So again, these are not problems that are just going to hinder your entire match. They're not going to hinder your entire session playing the game. These are things that might just be minor annoyances that you can either turn voice chat off and you don't have to deal with any of it ever again. It'll be like you were playing DBD the same way before it was even implemented. It would be like nothing even changed.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could have voice chat on and then just take those couple seconds here and there to mute people who are annoying or obnoxious, and then it becomes reasonable and not overstimulating. So I think with it being implemented and having these options or all of these things in place to make it moderated and reasonable, I don't see why there would be any issues.
So like what if there was a case where, because I just noticed somebody bring it up into your chat because I have your stream up and such and I'm watching your chat, but they mentioned what if somebody like was saying a lot of like slurs in the chat or like during the proximity chat if it was implemented, like
then
if
you
they
mute
were
them
saying,
and report them.
Yeah.
2 seconds. Takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Mute them and report them. They get banned.
Yeah.
Or just turn it off. I mean, people play like people play Arc Raiders, people play Call of Duty, people play. I mean, so many. There's so many like the biggest multiplayer games in the world all have voice chat.
Right.
And that's just how it's handled. You can turn it off. You can mute players. You can report.
Yeah.
And not every match is just a slur fest, but you're gonna get dickheads for sure, and then they're gonna be dealt with by the
Yeah, because
reporters.
you can't help who you get on your team, especially if you're playing solo queue. It's one thing if you're playing with a 4-man Swift with your friends. It's one thing if it's that, but like if you're playing solo queue, you have no idea who you're gonna get. You don't know how they're gonna act, and such.
Yeah, and if you don't
so-
want to know, then you just mute them,
right,
or turn it off. And then
right,
you don't even have to stress it.
right. I feel, I just feel like that they should like add an age limit to the proxy chat, probably to like
No. Again, I hear you,
yeah,
and I'm not opposed to that. My only thing there again is people who are teenagers who aren't 18. They're not gonna tell the truth about their age. Nobody who I mean, you're already supposed to be 18 to play Dead by Daylight. I think you're supposed to be 18 to play Call of Duty, or those games are
yeah,
rated. Those games are rated M, I think. And so, like, when you create an account, you have to put in your birthday. Nobody tells the truth about their birthdays, so
yeah,
you can have that in place for But again, if you try to create an account and you say that you're a minor, you're not even going to be able to play the game at all or create an account. So
yeah,
having that system in place would do nothing in DBD.
yeah. Which is unfortunate, honestly. That's not really a thing that they can like monitor. You have to like trust of their age and stuff, and it really kind of sucks.
Yeah, and again, that's just something that's in every multiplayer game that has voice chat or even just communication. I mean,
Yeah, I just I wish there was a way that if we were developers, if there was a way to just figure that out, or like sorry on my voice, or like if there was a way to like cut down on the people that are like under that age, or like I don't know, do a age verified. Although that would kind of be silly and stupid to do, because then, as you said before, they would probably lie about their age, unfortunately, and there's nothing you can really do about that.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we can't really control all these small things, and really, it just comes down to like if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. But I think I personally don't think there's a good argument to not have it when you have all of these systems in place that act as counterpoints to why you shouldn't have it. Like, oh, it'll be too toxic, turn it off. Oh, it'll be too overstimulating,
Right.
turn it off. Like, oh, people would be really awful, report them and mute them. Like,
Right.
there's like all of these systems act as counterpoints to all of the concerns to why it shouldn't be in the game. And to me, unless there's counterpoints to those counterpoints, I'm still gonna want it in the game. I'm gonna think it should be in the game, and it's totally fine
Right.
if you don't. Yeah, it's totally fine if you don't think it should be, and we can disagree to disagree.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm like kind of like almost 50-50 on it. I think it should be in the game because most people use Discord for their comms anyways, and I guess it would save a lot of resources for those who stream the game and have to like do all this little shenanigans just to get Discord and stuff to like put out their team's voices for their stream and stuff like that. I feel like it would also help because of stuff like that. Sorry, it's hard for me to like. It's hard for me to like think on my words.
No, you're good. No worries.
But yeah, I could see a lot of the good things, and I see a slight bit of the bad things. Because, like you said, you could just mute them, block them, and stuff like that, and which that would be such a great feature if they ever did add that. If they did it.
It would be. I mean, again,
Yeah.
there's not any major games that have voice chat that do not offer those features. There is quite literally zero chance that they would ever add voice chat without having all of that in place. It would 1,000,000% be in place. Otherwise, they
Yeah.
wouldn't do it. And I don't think they're going to add voice chat anyway, which is perfectly fine. I think they should, but they're not going to. But if they did, all of that would be there. So
Yeah.
it would be fine.
I think they should probably like put it in like a very early development testing phase and only allow a certain amount of people to test it before it ever got implemented. That's just my take on if they did add proximity chat. I think they should just, you know, have it be in early development, have so many people like test it before it ever gets added, just so they can improve on it and see if there's anything wrong with it or anything like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've pretty much reached our point with that topic.
Right.
So I do appreciate you joining. If there was anything else you disagree with me on, you are welcome to let me know. Otherwise, we can call it there.
Yep. I appreciate you having me, Spooks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Feel free to type your Twitch handle in the chat if you would like to share. No worries.
Yep.
Should be willing to go give you a follow.
Yep.
And thank you very much.
Absolutely.
And, have a great rest of your stream.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Is also that topic. And then we move into BMing and toxicity, and then there's also going to be Darth Vader and DBD. So quite a few topics.
All right, I have realized that this is a very short stream, so
before the next debate.
I appreciate you guys coming in here and such to be in with the debate.
Titan, we agree on a lot more than.
And I appreciate everybody who came in. But yeah, I am gonna end my stream there. Thank you everybody who came in. We're gonna go and read out to Spooks. Like I said, I appreciate everyone who came in for the debate. I have realized that this isn't as long as I thought it was, but yeah, we can agree to disagree, and I genuinely appreciate I appreciate Spooks.
I don't eat either of them.
I appreciate Spooks taking the time to, debate me and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna go and read out to Spooks. Thank you guys for watching the debate. We agree to disagree, and that is 100% and completely okay. Thank you guys all for the wonderful follows. But we're gonna go and read out to Spooks. But yeah, thank you again, everybody, for coming into the debate. Into the debate. But yeah, I love y'all, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Probably for probably some Dead by Daylight. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm off tomorrow. Actually, I might stream Dead by Daylight tomorrow.
How many people agreed to debate about Vader? I had 2 people agree to debate me about Vader, and it wasn't until today. No, debates are not finished. My next one isn't for another 15 minutes.
Thank you guys again for all the follows. I genuinely appreciate all that. I love you all so much, and we're gonna go and read into Spooks. Thank you guys for the follows. We're gonna go read Spooks.
That debate wrapped up pretty quickly. I want to force choke a survivor into a pallet.
But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, guys.
I want to debate you on something, but I don't know what. I know all the mods want to fucking debate me, I swear to God.